You know, guys, by the time you guys are watching today's video, it's already the next day, but happy Halloween, okay? I hope you guys had a good one. Hope you guys had a great time with the family. Hope you guys were safe and all that. Now, the SCAD Master couldn't upload for the last few days because I had midterms and I have a full-time job, so it's a little difficult sometimes with the schedule, but nothing was really happening in Call of Duty regardless, until today, which is yesterday for you guys, where we had a couple of info bombs hit the surface for MW 2019 Part 3, and you know the joke that goes on this channel, guys. Anytime there is any type of news for Call of Duty nowadays, even if there's something that is moderately good, which this time there is always bad news attached to it, or, you know, you just flip the perspective just a little bit and it's bad all of a sudden. And I know a lot of people think I have nothing but terrible things to say about Call of Duty nowadays, which is a very accurate and fair assessment, which is not my fucking fault, by the way, okay? Look at the developers for that. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot to mention this, but today on Halloween, it is actually the 4-year anniversary since the SCAD Master made his first video here on YouTube. Guys, it's been a long time coming. We're at 19,000, almost 20,000 subscribers, so please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and all that other good shit too. But I decided today we should look at the good news first. And this is what was said by Charlie Intel. He says, the Call of Duty blog also confirms that Sledgehammer Games will share an update and patch notes on what's changed from beta to launch of MW 2019 Part 3 closer to November 10th. Now, if you guys saw my full beta review of MW 2019 Part 3, then you would know that this was one of the very few really good things that I had to say about this game, was the fact that Sledgehammer Games actually is communicating, and I'm curious to see what they have changed since the beta. Hopefully it's not some Infinity War type shit where they say, oh, well, you know what, we heard the feedback on this, but we think we know it's better. Dude, I swear to God, like Infinity War, Joe Seacott, Bobby Cosby, just all collectively, you guys fucking suck. And look, while to me this is good news, there's definitely still the chance that nothing really happens from this, which would suck, but we have yet to see. The bad news that I needed to tell you guys about today was this right here, and I'm curious to know what you guys think, but please do not jump the gun and think that I'm just complaining to complain, because at surface level, this isn't really that bad. Breaking. Modern Warfare 2019 Part 2 maps will be added to 2019 Part 3 throughout post-launch seasons. The first set will be 4 maps including Farm 18, Mercado, and Shoot House in a dedicated playlist. MW 2019 Part 2 maps do not count towards the over 12 6v6 maps planned in live seasons. Okay, you know, I know the gooch lickers, they jump the gun pretty often. They're gonna say, oh, how are you complaining about more content in the game? This is what you asked for. You ask for things, and when they give it to you, you still complain. Shut the fuck up, you fat salivating whore. I actually happen to agree that more content is good. We appreciate more content here on the channel because the last like 4 years has just been fucking Drought City Central. So more content, more maps to play. I appreciate it for it existing, but this is the thing. Why are we adding MW 2019 Part 2 maps? You tell me which of these maps is actually good, with the exception of Shoot House, okay, which has already been remastered literally the year before. You guys tell me, okay, like Farm 18, Mercado, maybe they're tolerable at best, but we're not gonna act like these are classic fan favorite type maps. Fuck that. Hell no. Now we're just lowering our standards for no goddamn reason. You know, there's other ways to add content in the game without adding dog shit. Does that make sense, guys? Like, yeah, you're adding content, but is the content any good? You're hitting one of the marks with quantity. Are you hitting the mark with quality? That's the fucking question. Now, when recycling anything in the world, right? Think about real life. Would you rather recycle a water bottle that is perfectly good to use, or would you rather recycle dog shit? You tell me which one goes in the recycling bin, because I don't think dog shit belongs in the recycling bin, and that's exactly what this entire game is just a fucking recycling bin. Why would you add dog shit into it? Why would you recycle that of all things that you could recycle? Which also, by the way, proves my point that MW 2019 Part 3 is literally Part 2 Part 2. It's literally just the DLC to 2019 Part 2. Do you guys understand this? Does this not further push on that idea? They could prove me wrong all they want, and I goddamn hope they do, but so far, you're really just solidifying everybody's idea that this game is just a DLC, and that's really not what you want to be doing. And on the topic of this game just being recycled DLC, look, I appreciate the fact that this does not count towards the original content that we will be receiving in the game, but at the end of the day, if we only have 12 original maps in an entire year of Call of Duty, when years prior we're getting anywhere between 20 and 30, and if this game is launching with 16 maps, then that literally just tells me that original content takes up about like 25 to maybe 40% of this entire game, which is fucking horrible. Like, that fucking sucks. Once again, pushing on my argument that says this game is a $70 DLC pack that should not cost $70. What part of 20% of your entire game is actually original screams, yo, this is worth $70 fucking dollars? To me, it doesn't fucking say that. To me, it shouldn't be $70 fucking dollars. And I know this is a topic that we talk about all the goddamn time, but how come anytime there's news, why are they not disproving me? Why are they not disproving what the community has to say? Activision themselves said that this game was years in the making. Where the fuck is that? Because if it was years in the making, plural on years by the way, they said there's multiple years that went into this game, and you only have 12 original maps to show for it? What the fuck? Once again, you should be working towards disproving somebody with a fucking loud, annoying mouth like myself. I will admit to you guys, I'm annoying as fuck. I should not be the person who is right, okay? Like, you are doing something seriously fucking wrong if my dumbass is right. And on the topic of being right, I have another claim that I need to prove once again because it's gonna be proven right here, right now when this game comes out. Now, you guys remember when Infinity Ward was first ignoring our feedback during the MW 2019 Part 2 beta, and we told them, hey, we need dead silence as a perk. We need red dots on the minimap. We need to stop catering to a bunch of paste-eating, gooch-licking bitches, because they fucking suck regardless. You've had this 4-year-long SBMM bullshit cater to them, catering to their playstyle of being fucking, what do they call it, sentinels? But they're just fucking pussies is the better way to say it, and they still suck at the game, so stop catering to them. It's been 4 fucking years. And Infinity Ward's response to this was, you know, we just didn't think these mechanics would play well in our game. Well, you know what happens before you turn in a final submission, right guys? You have a fucking rough draft, and that is exactly what MW 2019 Part 2 is. We give it feedback, they ignore it, and now we're gonna see how well the game plays on these maps with these mechanics. This comes from Charlie Intel. He says, some MW 2019 Part 2 maps being added to 2019 Part 3 in its own playlist will be interesting. These maps will have all of MW 2019 Part 3's features, including slide cancel, reload cancel, red dots on the minimap, etc. Things Infinity Ward never added to MW 2019 Part 2. Maybe they will play better. And that was my exact point. When Infinity Ward first said that, my response was, how the fuck would you know what your game plays like with dead silence and red dots on the minimap if you haven't given access to the entire community to try it out? How the fuck would you know that it doesn't work? And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's gonna fucking work, okay? Like, it's gonna play well. I bet you anything, these maps that are already like maybe C tier at best, perhaps with Sledgehammer's revisions, maybe those maps are like C plus tier now. Who knows? Now, here on the channel, we don't just give freebies for the fuck of it. You know, I'm not a gooch-licking moron over here. I'm not gonna say, oh my god, these maps are gonna play so well with the new mechanics, oh my god. Fuck no, they should have been playing like this already. And now that I'm done smoking Infinity Ward down to a fucking roach, we're going back to Sledgehammer Games. Sledgehammer Games, what the fuck are you guys doing? Multiple years does not warrant 12 original maps, and that's fucking it. Your last fucking game, Vanguard, by the goddamn way, that game sucked ass cheeks. That game launched with 16 maps and you still fumbled the fucking bag. Now you're gonna tell me that your entire life cycle will only include 12 original maps. Are you fucking high? And now that I think about this, I've seen this said in the comments a lot of times. MW 2019 Part 3, for those of you who didn't play the beta, literally just feels like Vanguard fused with MW 2019 Part 2, further pushing on the notion that this game is just recycled fucking garbage. Mechanics can play well. You can go look at my full beta review. I had good things to say about this game, the way it felt, the smoothness of the movement overall. There's some good things to be said about this game, but I'm not gonna remember those good things when I get fucking bored in about 3 weeks of playing the same shit that I just got done playing. Does that make sense to you guys? Even with the original MW2 maps, it will get stale. I know they're classics, I know they're fan favorites, damn near all of them are. But if you're not a shit stain at COD, and if your KD is above a .003, sorry Infinity Ward fans, you guys are not included, then I can almost guarantee that you guys are gonna get fucking bored eventually. And what original maps will you have to go to get that new fresh feeling of the new Call of Duty game that you just paid $70 for? By the end of the life cycle, I'm talking deep into 2024, there's only 12 new options for you. And to get to the 12th one, think about this, you gotta wait damn near 12 months. That is fucking crazy. Meaning if you get bored by like January, February, which majority of us probably will, by that point, there's probably only 3 to 5 original maps in the game to fucking play. That sucks. That is terrible. And that is the same shit that I've been talking about for the longest time when it comes to this game. This argument entirely makes sense. And I can guarantee you right now, it is something that a lot of people are gonna start talking about once they're actually in the middle of it. So I'm telling you guys before anybody else, you're gonna get fucking bored. And if this is the 20th time I had to tell you, I'm sorry if you think I'm beating a dead horse, but isn't that exactly what Infinity Ward, Activision, and Sledgehammer are doing here? They're just beating you over the fucking head with the exact same shit that we just played for an entire year straight. But that's gonna do it for me today, guys. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this. Are you guys excited for MW 2019 Part 2 maps to make their return into MW 2019 Part 3? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with my newest videos. And yeah guys, it's been the boy Fooly. Have yourselves a good one. I'm out of here. Toodles.